Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Warriors Celtics. Now, to just get it off immediately, I've got the Warriors in 7. Alright, bottom line is this. Boston, Golden State, you got the best defense, you got the second best defense in the NBA. This is going to be a hell of a series. I think we all can agree on that fact. This is going to be a hell of a series. Now, what did Golden State start off? 18-2. Boston 20-21 halfway through the season. It's been a very interesting year for both of these squads, but they made it. They made it to the NBA Finals, and I couldn't be happier, honestly, because the way I see it, the Heat, boring to me, Dallas, boring to me, so this is perfect. This really is perfect. Now, so Boston, best team Golden State has played or will play. I do genuinely think these are the two best teams in the NBA at this point. Now, here's the thing. Boston, in the last, 4 or 5 years, they've done really well against Golden State. I actually have a stat here from StatMuse. Steph Curry, when guarded by Marcus Smart in the last 5 seasons, 30 points in 6 games. That's tough, bro. 37% shooting, 30% from downtown, only 3 assists in 6 games, 7 turnovers. So not good stats one bit. Now, basically, just to kind of sum, I think Golden State is going to take care of Boston because of, I just think they have more firepower. I think they have more firepower. They do have more to lose, though. If you're Boston, unless maybe you're like Al Horford, you have nothing to lose. As a team, you have nothing to lose. You're still young. You weren't supposed to be here. You definitely were not supposed to be here at the start of the season. No one was really saying, maybe Boston, except probably Celtics fans were saying, maybe Boston makes it to the finals this year. And especially halfway through the season when you are below 500, very rare to make the NBA Finals. It's extremely impressive. But I think the Celtics' inexperience in games like this, not necessarily the playoffs, because Celtics have been a really solid franchise the last couple of seasons. I think the inexperience in the finals at some point is going to come up to them. I think it's going to come up and bite them, and I think Golden State's going to just put their foot on the neck and just stomp them. Stomp them's not the right word. I think they're just going to really capitalize on the Celtics' mistakes. Both of these two teams turn the ball over a lot. I think here are my X factors for both teams. For the Celtics, I'm going to go Jaylen Brown. Because as a team, especially defensively, Boston's going to be solid no matter what. Literally no matter what. I know Robert Williams didn't look too great last round. I know Al Horford's old. Tatum, I guess sometimes he gets a little bit cold. Marcus Smart isn't the craziest offensive scorer. But defensively, both of these two teams actually are going to be super solid. All series are going to be super solid. Jaylen Brown, I think, really needs to step up. You're going up against Steph. You're going up against Clay and Dre. And no matter what your thoughts on those three are, maybe you think they're getting a little bit older. Maybe you don't think, they're as good as they used to, which is fair. These are fair comments. As far as star power goes, I really believe that in the playoffs in general, in the NBA, I think it's really heavily driven by star power, superstar power. And so Batman needs his Robin. Jason Tatum is going to have to do his thing. Jaylen Brown's going to have to do his thing. That's the bottom line. It really is the bottom line. I think Boston is technically favorites in this series, but we've seen some bad playoff performances before. Jaylen Brown cannot afford to have a bad playoff performance in any of these finals games. They've just got to be on. And the same thing goes with Golden State. I told you the Steph Curry stats. Steph cannot play like that. If Steph Curry plays like that, it's over. You cannot shoot. You cannot score. Imagine, all right, he scored 30 points in 6 games. Imagine Boston wins this series in 6 games. And Steph Curry in those series, in the entire NBA Final Series, had 30 points. Dude, he would never hear the end of it. I'm kind of on Draymond's side where it's I don't really think he needs a Finals MVP to validate himself. I don't think that's true. I think Finals MVP does a lot for his career, a lot for his legacy. just in general, if the Warriors win, I think that does a lot. It speaks volumes for, just kind of the franchise, the legacy that they've had in the last decade or so. But you cannot, you have to play better than 30 points 6 game. I mean, that's just straight up embarrassing. But I think on the Warriors side, I do believe the X factor is going to be Klay Thompson. Because if Klay Thompson is connecting like he did at the end of the Western Conference Finals, it opens up Steph Curry so much more. It just opens up so much more. The offense doesn't necessarily have to ever run through Steph Curry. If you have guys like Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson connecting on their threes, connecting on their shots, getting downhill, getting to the rim, Andrew Wiggins included, it just frees up so much more for Steph Curry. And even when, I know they like to pass. Sometimes people think it's a little overcomplicated. It's a little too complicated. Well, really what it does is it gets the teammates feeling like, all right, we're all a part of this. We are a part of this. This is a system. It's not just driven by Steph. It's a system, and we all need to do our jobs. And so Klay Thompson's job in the finals is going to be to make shots. It's make shots. You got to make your shots. So I think personally this is going to be a really interesting series. I think everyone kind of agrees with that statement, but I can't wait, man. I can definitely see the argument where, the NBA playoffs this year haven't been, they haven't been crazy. It hasn't been nail biter. You haven't seen too many nail biters. It's been a lot of blowouts, specifically in this last round. We did get a great Game 7 between the Heat and the Celtics. But if I'm Golden State, I need to get going fast. I really need to get going fast. I know my boy Ciro Asio was talking about this on our podcast earlier today. You just got to get going fast because Boston, they've already been in a couple Game 7s in this playoffs. So Golden State has yet to play Game 7. Boston kind of strives, they kind of live for making those tweaks, waiting for the series to get down into the later part of the game so they can start taking advantage of certain weaknesses and just fatigue. They're a little bit on the younger side. They're a young team. Yeah, like I said, you got guys like Al Horford, but for the most part, they're a pretty young team. You got a lot of healthy young guys on that squad. So I really hope, I just hope we get good basketball. I think Golden State is going to win. I want Golden State to win. If Boston wins, will I be, all depressed? No. In fact, I think it would be kind of cool for Boston. But I really think Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, their big three, I just think the Warriors organization, if they were to get this win here, I know the pressure is on them, but these guys live for that pressure. They thrive under that pressure, under these pressure situations. So I don't think, kind of all the stress, all the weight that might be on their shoulders, as some people are saying, I really don't think that's going to affect them in a negative way. I think, if anything, it's only just going to light a fire under them to really just show up, play, be themselves, and try and take care of Boston. So that's it for today, man. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. Most importantly, I really want to hear your comments down below. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys. Started this daily live NBA show. We're going to have some sweet people on it. It's live every morning on YouTube at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be on streaming platforms afterwards. Great things coming. The link's going to be in the bio. It's going to be in the comment section of all of my videos. So I hope to see you guys there.